Judgment entry says RRS. Who is it you're doing counseling with?
Lawrence County Recovery. Plus, I'm seeing someone that actually attends our church that's the counsel.
Okay. I don't have a report. Is anyone here from Lawrence County Recovery?
I have not saw anyone, Your Honor.
Let's see, I do have a completion certificate. That's where you went before. Have you been to see the judgment entry says you were supposed to have counseling at what used to be called Riverside Recovery, now it's RRS. Did you
I've
ever
never
go there
been
for
there.
an assessment?
What's that?
Did you ever go there for an assessment?
No.
Have you done any additional treatment since the time that you had this conviction?
Yes. Yes. Matter of fact, I had one yesterday and she canceled and we rescheduled for tomorrow. I mean Monday.
Okay. Well, the court had ordered you to a different facility. I know that you went prior to your conviction for some counseling and got a certificate from them back in August. But the court had ordered you to go to RRS. Did you approach the court and ask for a change on that? Or
No, we was told to continue. You ordered to continue to go to Lawrence County Recovery.
Okay. Well, there's nothing in writing about that. You have paid your fines, and you did the community service. I'm going to order at this point that the scram bracelet be removed. It's my understanding from your last hearing, you're eligible to go back to work now, is that correct?
Well, my specialist released me on the 20th of December, and I've got a physical tomorrow.
Okay. With some trepidation, I'm going to release the scram bracelet. But you've done well for 2 months.
Well, the 3rd will, no, the 2nd of February will be 90 days.
Yeah. Well, I think this went on November 17th.
Well, correct.
Scram bracelet went on 2 months. So you may have not drank 90 days. Here's what I'm going to say. This is like, it's not illegal to drink alcohol in this state, but I've seen video of you when you were drinking. So this is kind of my take on it. You can take it for what it's worth. So I just want you to listen. You don't need to say anything at this point. And the evidence is coming out. Let's talk about scientific evidence. Alcohol is a toxin. And there's no, there used to be some school of thought that some moderate level of alcohol was good for you. Well, the more recent scientific data is there's no amount of alcohol that's good for you. It's a toxin. And some people, it's especially toxic for because they have a low tolerance and one drink leads to another drink and then erratic behavior. And I've seen video of you where you were in that situation. So I'm urging you not to drink because I think that would be the best for you going forward, especially with your profession. That's a matter that you will have to adopt yourself, but that's just my recommendation from what I've seen of your past acts. I wanted to see if you could, I wasn't sure that you could go 2 months with a negative scram. Scram is a bracelet we put on that detects if someone has any alcohol in their system. But he has done that. So, for that reason, I'm going to have the scram bracelet removed from you. And you can see Mr. Major about getting that done today. Your probation is going to continue because I still need to see, I need to see a report from hometown as to what you're doing with your counseling, and I'll make a decision whether I'm going to accept that or, I mean, I wanted, I think, when I sentenced you back in November, is to change things up and send you to another organization. So I'll reserve that, and I still have that right because you were ordered to, the court speaks through its entry. The entry says you're going to go to RRS, and that hasn't happened. So give me the reports from hometown. We'll take a look at it at your next hearing, decide if that's going to be acceptable or if I'm going to make you change over to another facility. So in the meantime, You want to stay at hometown, continue to go there, get good reports, and come back. And I'm going to make it about a month out for your next review. So when you return to work, will there be better days of the week for you than others in terms of coming? It's going to be Mondays or Fridays usually, except the 20th of February, we will have court because the 19th is President's Day.
I can look at my schedule. I'm a week on, week off, so.
Do you know what your schedule will be in February?
Right now, they have me going to work, provided all goes well. I'll go out Tuesday to Tuesday, and then I'll be off the following Tuesday. So I actually have a schedule printed out, but I don't have it with me.
Okay, well, let's see if we can figure it out. So you're talking about Tuesday of next week, you'll go back to work?
Correct.
So that's going to be the 23rd. And then you would work through 1 week or just that?
Yes, I come home the following Tuesday,
Okay, that's the 30th.
and then I'm off. I'm off
For a
until
week.
the following Tuesday.
Okay, so
I'm Tuesday going out, Tuesday coming home.
that means you would be going out on the 6th and coming back on the 13th of February.
Yes.
So you should be off on the 16th of February. So I'm going to set, that's when I'm going to set your next review hearing. So you
Okay.
get off then. So that's February, and it's exactly 1 month. So it works
Okay.
out. February 16th will be your next review hearing. I want to see a report from hometown. A lot of times,
I believe it's.
we do have somebody here.
Florida
Yeah, I
County
was not
Recovery.
here. What was his name?
Russell Daniels.
I think he said he was at LCR.
Oh,
LCR.
okay,
Yeah,
no,
I don't
hometown.
know.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sarah's the one. Sarah and Mary's the two I usually deal with.
Okay, I need a report from them.
Okay, Sarah usually sends it directly to Mr. McCowan, so do you want me to?
You can have it sent to the court, to either the clerk's office or to Mr. Major.
Okay.
Or bring it with you.
Okay,
Okay, February 16th, 9 o'clock. See Mr. Major about getting your bracelet removed, and congratulations so far.
may I ask two questions?
Yes, sir?
Number one, the ladies, the staff here, they really worked. I haven't spoke to my attorney in 2 months. And there's questions that I've tried to ask, but I've not even had a phone call return. But these ladies went out of the way. I know it sounds a little unorthodox, but is there any way I can buy the staff lunch
Sure?
of their choice? Of their choice?
We would like that.
Yeah, I don't think they would object to that.
Okay.
So that's up to you.
Oh, no, I mean, because if it wasn't for them going out of their way, I wouldn't have been able to spend the holidays with, well, my mother especially.
Okay.
I spent New
Well,
Year's with her.
Thank you for the kind words, and we don't usually turn down food around here.
Correct. And number two, as I said, I'm having a hard time getting Mr. McCowan to return my calls. Will my license suspension be lifted? Because it's a requirement of mine.
I don't think, from looking at the entry, the OL system, here's what I put in the entry. So your license suspension was held in abeyance. So what that means is, I held it over your head to see how you were going to do, and if you did poorly, then I could impose it, but it should not be imposed now.
Okay, well, that was,
You can check, one of the things, you can either try to call the B&B, or actually you can go online and put your information in, and it will pull up the status of your license with the B&B. You can check it that way.
okay.
Now, as far as I know, you're not suspended now, but,
Well, the other-
mistakes happen. I don't know if a mistake happened, I don't know of one, but according to the judgment entry, you should not be suspended now.
Correct. There was a clerical error, and my license did get suspended, but my CDL still suspended.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
It's the administrative license suspension still.
It should not be, in fact, you can go talk to Ms. Bledsoe, she is the clerk here.
Okay.
You can talk to her about that, and maybe she can help you with that, but, court, no. I'm not the only judge that sends things into the B&B, so you could have other problems that I don't know about. But
Okay,
according to the judgment entry I have, you are not suspended.
okay, awesome.
Okay,
I appreciate you.
thank you. Bridget Ellis. Bridget Ellis is 19,820, 18,235, 18,171, 16,133. She's not appeared. She's got 7 days to appear for warrant issue. Courtney Hampton. 23,920, 23,417. And it looks like you've done a day of community service. You made a payment back in September on your fines.
I've done more community service, I just wasn't able to turn in the paper yesterday.
Okay.
Here's that. And this right here is also a certification of my US school.
This is what?
For my UI school.
Okay, have you completed it or signed up for it?
Yeah, I've completed it.
Okay.
Your Honor, her community service will be acceptable as from Lawrence County Family.
Okay. All right, it appears that you have completed the 3-day school.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that'll
gonna,
be placed in your file. Mr. Cooper will add your community service. And is that completed or?
I'm not sure, I'll have to
Okay,
check
it out.
on it.
All right. This was your first review hearing, so I'm going to give you more time before the next hearing than some of the others.
Does this show she's only done 1 day on yours? Well, it looks like she's turned in 4 more days.
Okay.
So,
If that's correct, that'll complete your community service. I'm going to set your next hearing for March 1st.
March 1st.
If you get everything finished by then, you don't have to come back.
All right, thank
March
you.
1st, 9 a.m.
All right.
Angel Pinson, 23,407, 408. Has been called, has not appeared, hasn't done anything on her case. There'll be a warrant issued for failure to appear. Whitney Piles, 19,343. You have been at Southern Hope. Are you still there, or what's going on?
I actually work there now.
I'm sorry?
I work for them now.
Okay, but did you finish everything
Yeah.
yet?
In June, I think. Yeah.
Well, they were still giving me reports as of November.
Yeah, I was an outpatient.
Are you still an outpatient now?
No.
Can you give me a letter of completion from them then, please?
Yeah, I can get that.
And you'll be, that's all you have left to do. So give me a letter of completion, you will be finished with your case.
So just like this. Okay, sorry, never mind.
Yeah, something in your file verifying you completed all your counseling.
Right. Okay.
Your next hearing will be February the 16th. You don't have to come back and get that letter in your file.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Stephanie Romans.
She should be on Zoom.
Okay, let's see.
Your Honor, she is compliant with treatment, and she actually began employment at Vertiv last week.
Where?
Vertiv.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, the place.
Well, that's good news.
Yes.
Mine's up. All right, we got several people on here. Stephanie on here? Stephanie Romans? Yes, I think that's her. Stephanie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I understand that you got a job now, and so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
When will you be able to pay on your fines?
Well, I've been doing community service.
Okay. I see you've done 30 hours since the last hearing, and some of that went to your fine.
Yes.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for February the 16th.
Okay, thank you.
9 o'clock, February the 16th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're up. Melissa Weaver.
Yes, that's me.
All right, Ms. Weaver is 16,490. And 10,251. And what you have left to do is pay fines. And you did make a payment last month. Do you have a payment this month?
I paid yesterday, I think. Yesterday or the day. I think yesterday.
Okay, how much did you pay?
$15. Work's kind of slow right now, but I'll pay. I'm trying to pay more if I have it.
Your next hearing will be February 16th of next month, February 16th, 24 at 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good day.
You too. Christopher Workman. Christopher Workman. It's been called for, has not appeared. So they bench warrant issue for failure to appear.
If you go out this way, you get off on the right, 650. I think you did over here, but almost. You run left, the first right is kind of off, and you go right.
All right, who else have I got on the teleconference? I think that's all the reviews, but I don't know if any of these people, it doesn't look like any of these were reviews that are on here.
I don't think so.
All right, Mr. Ashworth, what do you have today?
Your Honor, we're here for a pre-trial road tab.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get that called up.
Who's his attorney?
Who is the attorney on road cap?
It's Bush Mulder.
It's kind of early for Mr. Morford.
By the way, we filed an additional charge last week on Mr. Road tab.
That's correct, Your Honor.
sir. State of Ohio versus Christopher W. Rudcat, case number CRB 2420 and CRB 23646.
They said they have not heard from Mr. Morford and he is not here.
All right, Mr. Roadcap, just have a seat then. Your lawyer's not here yet. Your special prosecutor is here by teleconference, but your lawyer's not here, so let's have somebody in the clerk's office try to get a hold of him.
Yes, sir.
Tell him that he's got a client here. Try to get him here. All right. We'll go on to the arraignments now. We have arraignments to do. Oh, yes. If you're here for an arraignment, when your name's called, come up to the table to your right. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but if you do say things, what you say is on the record, so it could be used against you if you admit something that's damaging to your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed for you if you can't afford one, to have bond, and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving those rights, and you should not do that. If you have questions about the proceedings, if you don't understand what's going on, if you want to talk to a lawyer, or if you want to have a trial in your case, any of those reasons, enter a not guilty plea because it preserves your rights. Call the first case, please.
State of Ohio versus Jeffrey C. Gardner, case number TRC 246888.
And sir, you're Jeffrey Gardner?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gardner, it's alleged that on January the 12th at 3:15 a.m. in Perry Township that you were operating a vehicle while you were driving at a speed of 79 miles an hour in a 55 zone, and that you were also under the influence of alcohol, operating a vehicle intoxicated. The state's alleging you took a breath test and tested 14 on the breath test, and that this would be your first conviction if you got convicted. So, and the reason that's important, the penalties change depending on what level offense it is. So on a first offense, the maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. That is the most penalty that the court can impose for that. There is a minimum that I can't go below if you're convicted. The minimum is 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. Do you understand the charges filed against you?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights I explained previously? Yes. Any questions before you enter a plea?
No, sir.
What plea do you wish to enter?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
Have you hired a lawyer?
Supposed to be talking to one tomorrow.
Okay. So I'm going to set a pretrial. Do you have a preference? Usually it's Mondays or Fridays. Do you have a preference between those days as to when to come back to court, Monday or Friday?
Just depends on my work schedule. I work shift work. If I knew the day, I could tell you whether I was off that day or not.
Okay. Well, it's probably going to be in February, so the 2nd, which is a Friday, is a good day in terms of the court schedule. The 9th of February is good. The 12th, and either the 2nd and 9th are both Fridays. The 5th is already getting pretty busy. The 12th is not too bad. That's a Monday.
The 2nd or the 12th would be fine with me.
Okay, let's do the 12th. So February 12th will be your next hearing. It's going to be at 10 a.m. for a pretrial, unless your lawyer says they're changing the date to a different date, then you come whenever your lawyer tells you. Not guilty plea is entered for you. You did not post a bond, did you? I don't see one.
Yes, sir.
You can sign a signature bond of $1,000.
What is this? That's for your bond, as long as you appear, you don't have to post $1,000.
You're signing a piece of paper that says, I promise to come to court when I'm ordered to, and if I don't show up, then I'll have to pay $1,000. As long as you don't, as long as you come to court, you don't have to post any money. You're guaranteeing your own appearance. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. Be back here February 12th, 10 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there is automatic license suspension because of the test.
State of Ohio versus Jeremiah Sloan, case number CRB 2424.
Mr. Jeremiah Sloan, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sloan, there is a disorderly conduct complaint filed against you alleging that on January the 12th of this year in Union Township, you caused a risk of physical harm to yourself or others while you were voluntarily intoxicated. That is a minor misdemeanor. That's the good news, is there's no jail time on this. The maximum penalty is a $150 fine, no jail time. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge?
Can I say something before I plead to this charge?
No, you need to say something, or if you have a question, I'll answer your question, but I don't need to hear anything about it until you enter a plea.
I mean, yeah, I'm guilty.
Okay, now, do you want to, well, let me do this. Let me read what the officer wrote, and then you can say something, if you wish. The officer, and it's a sheriff's deputy, says, January 12th, I was dispatched to the Chesapeake Community Center. When I arrived, there was a male who was identified as Jeremy Sloan. States he wants to go to a hospital in Ohio. The EMTs that were on scene wanted to take him to St. Mary's, which is right across the river. They called Patriot to transport him to St. Mary's, it looks like. Was called back to the scene saying he was being aggressive with the EMTs. He was placed under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Right.
Okay, anything you want to tell me?
I was just gonna say, like, when I called that ambulance and I was getting ready to get in the ambulance, I wasn't under any influence of anything. And like, when I tried to get up into the ambulance, I was trying to get them to take me to a hospital towards Proctorville, Ohio. And like, that was the only reason I did not get in an ambulance. I wasn't trying to like, buck the officer or do
Whoever
anything
has
like
an
that.
open mic, please turn it off. Okay.
But it is what it is.
Well, there is no hospital in Proctorville. I mean, the closest hospital to Proctorville is St. Mary's, and it's right directly across the river.
Well, see, that's what I just didn't understand, and I was just trying to get back out of the ambulance to leave, and then I guess that officer thought, well, he's just not.
Did you get discharged from St. Mary's then? You went to St. Mary's, or you never did go to St. Mary's?
No, I didn't go to no hospital.
Okay. And I've got a St. Albans address for you.
Yeah, that's where I live.
How'd you get to the Chesapeake Community Center?
I walked, that's what I'm saying. I walked right there across the bridge and was getting ready. I called
St. Albans?
911. I called 911 and was getting ready to get in an ambulance and go towards that way. And then that officer.
St. Albans to Huntington?
No, I was in Huntington already.
Okay. Where are you living in Huntington?
I was staying at the Anchor Project. It's right there in Canova.
Is that a treatment facility?
Yes, sir.
So again, how did you get from there to the Chesapeake Community Center?
I walked all the way there, and like I said, what I thought is once I got right there in Chesapeake, Ohio, when I called 911, I could go on to a hospital in Ohio. My goal was to get in Ohio and start a place called OVP. It's another treatment center, but it's long-term, and that's what I was trying to do. And I just, it got all, like, I guess that officer misunderstood.
Somebody from, that's who has the kid, somebody from OVP at this computer. So are you still wanting to go to OVP? Because we can make that happen here today. They're not very far from this facility. You were going the wrong direction. You walked past them.
I mean,
How did you get across the river?
I just walked across the bridge,
At 17th Street or at the downtown bridge?
the downtown bridge.
Okay, that's a pretty long walk from Canova. Well, you went east and should have went west to get to OVP.
Yeah.
But we can get somebody from OVP here today.
I mean, that's, I mean, it's said and done now. I'm already at my brother's now. I'm going, as soon as I do this, I'm going back to St. Albans.
Okay, brother's with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you still need treatment?
I mean, the only reason I was going was to like try to go talk to them and just see what they offered. It wasn't like I was just.
We send a lot of people here to OVP.
Right. I mean, I'm good now. Like I said, I wouldn't like, you know, I'm not
Your
gonna.
friend is the one to be on Zoom.
Okay.
She's gonna be here by Zoom.
Do you want to talk to her?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, and you're going to have no ability to pay a fine, court costs.
I mean, I can't pay it right now, no.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs, which are $110, and I'll suspend all of it on the condition that you go seek treatment and don't come back to Lawrence County. You have no reason to come back here, right?
No.
Okay. Where do you go get treatment and stay out of Lawrence County because you don't live here? You don't need to come back here, but if you do, then I'm going to make you pay the fine and court costs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're free to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Chester Ramey, case number CRB 2425. Chester Ramey.
Chester Ramey. Was cited to be here today, 9 a.m. Has failed to appear to well after 9, so he's got, he'll get a warrant if he hasn't appeared in the next 7 days.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Chester Ramey is here. At telecom.
Yeah, I'm here, sorry.
All right, Mr. Ramey.
Yes, sir.
Looks like you've got a disorderly conduct charge filed against you, alleging that at Perry Township on January the 8th, while you were voluntarily intoxicated in a public place, you engaged in conduct that was offensive to other people or caused them inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm. That's a minor misdemeanor also. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes, sir.
And were you here when I explained defendants' rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
No, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this disorderly conduct charge, sir?
Guilty.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true.
Right.
Where are you living now?
I am in the New Life Rehab
In
program.
Huntington? In Huntington?
No service in Ironton.
Okay. How'd you get to, you were in Perry Township, which is out back of Colebrook somewhere. How did you get there?
Well, they put me in jail when I was out. I went ahead and called David Hill, which I've known him for a while. And, I know that I needed to get back in treatment, so he put me in a house, and I'm in rehab with him now.
Okay. So it looked like you were trying to get into somebody's apartment and you were under the influence at the time.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
She actually invited me to come down and stay with her, because I was staying with my mom in Maryland at the time, and I was going to go to work at the Guinnesses, and I was drinking when I got there. She told me to sit on the porch, which I done, and then me and her got into a scuffle, and she told me to leave, and I left. I wasn't, really, it really don't matter here or there, but, I wasn't trying to get into her house, but it's like I said, I'm here now. I'm guilty of the charges.
reading this deputy's affidavit,
That's fine.
where you said you weren't trying to break in, you were just trying to open the door. Apparently, she didn't want you to open the door.
Well, it's because I was drinking, sir.
Yeah. And you're in a treatment facility now?
Yes, sir.
New Life Recovery is the name of it?
Yes, sir.
How long are you gonna stay there?
I'm in a 6-month program.
And then where are you gonna go? Cause you're,
I'm hoping to go to work. I mean, I'm going to work here probably in about another 3 weeks.
but I've got a Genoa, West Virginia address for you. Is that where you've been living, or where have you been living? Is that where you're from, is Genoa?
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Well, before all this happened, where were you staying?
I just here and there wherever I could pretty much.
Okay.
I lived in Ohio for a little while. I was around Gallup County, Gallup Lewis. I had a good job there. Ended up losing my job there. But anyway, I'm back down here and hoping to, which I had a job down to, and I kind of lost it because of what happened here. But anyway, within a month or so, I'm hoping to go back to work around here. And either here or over in Kentucky and go from there, so. I'd like to be able to stay here and try to stay there, whether it be in Kentucky, West Virginia, or Ohio.
All right, well, I mean, you're only charged with a minor misdemeanor, so there's not a whole lot I can do as far as forcing you into treatment on a minor misdemeanor. But you're probably where you need to be. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll impose a $100 fine and costs, and I'll suspend it all if you complete your treatment. And then if you come back on another case, then that's when I'll find out about and impose this fine and court costs if you don't complete. So I'm not going to set up a review hearing for you or anything like that, because I have no ability to penalize you if you don't. I can't put anybody in jail for not paying a fine or court cost.
Right.
So.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck on your treatment. Hopefully you finish it. If you don't, and you get in trouble with it, you'll have to pay this fine and court costs.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Christopher W. Roadcat, case number CRB 2420, CRB 23646, PRC 211172, A, B, and C.
All right, this is Mr. Ashworth's case. As special prosecutor, Mr. Morford is defense counsel, and there's a new charge.
I had notes from November that might be forthcoming, Your Honor.
The case number is 2420. Been given a copy of its aggravated menacing. It alleges this happened in Windsor Township, October 24th, 23. It's actually aggravated menacing, a first-degree misdemeanor. It says that he caused another person to believe to cause physical harm to them or their family. And I'll point to you on this, Mr. Morford.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Enter a not guilty plea.
Yes, we waive reading.
Is there anything we can do today, Mr. Ashworth, other than set this up for another pretrial in the future?
Your Honor, the first charge, there was a little bit of delay. I think Mr. Mulford had some personal issues that prevented him from coming to the last pretrial. We need to set the first charge for a trial unless Mr. Mulford wants to waive a speedy trial. I don't have in my file if that's been done, so we can try that first count. Or if he wants to waive, we're trying to go this time too. Either way is fine, but if we're not going to waive speedy trial on the first charge, then we need to set it for trial in the next 30 to 45 days, I think.
We waive time, Your Honor, especially in light of the fact we had new charges and I need to do discovery.
All right, he agrees to waive time constraints.
Then we good.
So, we'll need to set
And
it
I want to
up.
draw, from everything I see in this case, it's be a trial, so if you want to go ahead and set it for first up, on your calendar, that's fine, give them some time to do discovery, but there's not going to be a plea.
The discovery answer in the first case indicates that the alleged victim has a video that he was going to put on DVD. We have not seen that. I'd like to get that, Ryan.
We have it all, I think we're packing it up now, there's some additional stuff that I just received, but you'll have everything, there's nothing going to be held back from me.
Okay, super, thank you.
Well,
Well, what I would like to do, even though it sounds like it's maybe headed toward trial, I am a lawyer and I've dealt with lawyers for a long time, so I know that doesn't always happen. So I'd like to pre-try it before I set it for a trial. Let's look in February sometime. What's available for a pre-trial? I'm pretty open in February.
Second, 12th.
Okay, Mr. Ashworth, either of those dates work for you? I'm not gonna be here the second, brag a little bit.
I can't do the second, Your Honor, but the 12th.
I can set it for the second, but I will not be here if you want me to pre-try the case. That's where I was gonna brag a little bit. My son, it also makes me feel very old, he's a lieutenant colonel in the Air Reserve C-130s.
What
He's being
for?
sworn in as commander of his Air Reserve unit on the 3rd in Colorado, so I'm going to go there for that ceremony for him to be sworn in. And then that pretty much guarantees he will be a full bird colonel by the time he finishes this track of being commander of his Air Reserve unit.
I want to look at it.
Well, that's awesome, congratulations. I've ridden in the jump seats of those many times, so maybe you'll get it right, but that's fine. I can't do the second anyway, so the 12th will be better for me.
Okay.
Would you do it Top
Somehow I
Gun?
was able to get, and it's been several years ago, and there was a few people that got to take a ride in a C-130 from Tri-State Airport from the National Guard unit that's stationed in Charleston. And I remember I was on there with Judge Ferguson, Al Ferguson, and I don't remember anybody else that was on the flight, but I do remember him, and it's been quite a while. My son has never offered to take me up, and I don't know that he could, so it's probably the only time I'll get to do it.
Well, you know, I have an hour period of time, so.
Okay. I'm not sure about that, but thanks for the offer.
On the 9th, Your Honor?
The 12th, I think you said the 12th, Mr. Ashworth, you could do the 12th?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's good with me, Your Honor.
All right, we'll say everything for February the 12th for a pretrial on all cases.
What time, Your Honor?
10 o'clock. Unless you want another, I'll set it at your convenience, Mr. Ashworth, if you want a different day. Time.
10 o'clock's great, I'll be there for
10 o'clock, February 12th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to the jail now to do some hearings by teleconference.
State of Ohio versus Travis Black, case number CRB 23743.
All right, Travis Black is here today because he got picked up on a bench warrant because he left. He had a hearing scheduled Friday and left before his case was recalled. So he had a bond up and Mr. Sowers picked him up and took him to the jail. Have you had a chance to talk with him yet, Mr.
I have not, Judge. I've got the text you forwarded to me from Gary, and I would like to change the pleas.
Okay.
I'd like to question his competency to stand trial. I also want to enter a not guilty by reason of insanity, which I will follow up in writing as the rules require.
All right, so noted, I think it is appropriate from what I've seen in this case. So let's set it, we'll have to get a competency evaluation with, performed with, what's the name of that?
Court clinic?
Court clinic, yes. And I don't know how long that would take, but just to ensure we're tracking this, I'd like to set another hearing perhaps on the 29th of January, just to see where things are.
That's fine here, Judge.
All right, I'm going to set, I'll cancel the bond forfeiture hearing I had set for February 2nd. Set another pretrial for January 29th, and I'll have Ms. Bledsoe contact Court Clinic and advise them that an evaluation is requested of Mr. Black.
Mr. Black, I'll call you here in just a couple of minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. So his bond, I'll change his bond to $10,000 cash or surety. New bond. I'll release Mr. Salvage from the previous bond.
State of Ohio versus Elizabeth Hatton, case number TRD 153975.
Are you with Mr. Black? Are you with Mr. Black?
Yeah, we both are.
Talk with Mr. Morgan. That's apparently some of his family.
Joseph Rice is on deck.
Hello?
All right, Elizabeth Hatton is at the jail. She was picked up on a warrant for failure to appear for a review hearing on January the 12th. All right, Ms. Hatton, do you admit or deny that you failed to appear for your review hearing?
I admit it, I had a very bad abscess too. I can prove to you that I was in the hospital last week over it. I was just gonna, basically come into the court this week after Martin Luther King's birthday.
Well, did you call the court or notify the court that you were, what your medical condition was, or send us any information about it?
I did try to call, and like I was told to no Boston, I was just in a lot of pain, and I was like, well, I'll just go down there Tuesday and just go to court. But I apologize, Your Honor, I do.
Okay. And when did Mr. Sowers pick you up?
Yesterday morning.
Where are you going to be where have you been living when you're not in the jail?
Yeah, in Huntington, I have a house there. 226 8th Avenue West, the same place Sowers picked me up.
Okay. Do you have a job now?
I'm currently off of work until, I was off of work until I got the infection out. But yes, house to house him, I plan on going back to work there. It's a hardware company in Pritchard, West Virginia.
Okay, well, you've got to take care of this. I mean, I don't like putting people in jail for non-appearance, but I don't have a lot of other options. If you're not going to show up,
I have them, I don't know if my sister has paid the court. Has the court had any payment this morning? I talked to her yesterday. I had the money that I could give her to pay the courts.
is she here? Is anybody here for Ms. Hatton? I don't see anybody standing up saying they're here.
I think she was going to do it online because she lives out in the country in West Virginia. She came off the hill.
Okay.
But I didn't know that she made a payment. If not, then I have the money at home. I can make a payment. I can just pay all at once. But it's 150 still, right? It's 100 something, right?
I'm showing 233 is what I'm showing. So of course you get, it was 183, then you get, when you don't show up, we have to issue a warrant, and that's a lot of work. So we charge a warrant fee, which doesn't actually cover the amount of work that's involved, so. It's 233 now. I'll set your next hearing for February the 16th. Order that you be released, get it paid before then, and you don't have to worry about coming back.
Okay, thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome. Good luck.
State of Ohio versus Joseph W. Rice, case number CRB 2426. Brandon Scragg is on deck.
Joseph W. Rice, that's you, sir?
Yes.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing, and you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything about your case. If you choose to make statements, we're recording everything here, so it's going on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand this charge? Well, wait a minute. You understand your rights? I haven't told you what the charge is yet. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. The charge is domestic violence. It's alleged in the complaint that at Perry Township on January 13th of this year, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Carissa Frad, and that Carissa is either a member of your family or lives in your household. So that makes it a domestic violence charge. Do you understand that charge?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
No.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
No, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, sir.
Well, you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney, and this is a pretty serious charge, so you probably should have a lawyer. You want to have a lawyer, or?
Yes. How much does a lawyer cost?
Well, $25. It's cheap. If you qualify, you get a court-appointed lawyer for $25.
Okay.
That's the court cost for it. When's the last time you worked?
It was, around December. I was for, near Restorative National.
How much were you paid?
I was paid $15 an hour.
How many hours a week?
40 hours a week, weekends.
And when was the last time you worked?
It was about around January, I would say January 5th or 8th. Or something.
Okay, so why are you say you're not working any longer?
No, sir, I had to quit the job.
Do you have any money saved?
No, sir.
Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you to represent Mr. Rice.
Did you say it was a domestic violence, Your Honor?
Domestic violence. Protection order requested.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Rice, is it any problem for you to stay away from Carissa Frad?
No, sir.
So you have another place to live other than with her?
I can go and stay with my dad for now.
Where does your dad live?
He lives in Pedro, Ohio.
What's his name?
George Rice.
All right, so I'm going to release you on a signature bond of $1,000, and what that means is you're going to promise me that you're coming to court as I order you to, and if you don't come, then you're going to be required to pay $1,000 as a penalty, and you get a warrant for your arrest. So that's the worst part, is getting the warrant for coming up. And I'm also ordering that you stay away from Carissa. You're not to go around her. You're not to go contact her, text her, post stuff about her. You understand all that?
Right.
And you agree to it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your lawyer's Mr. Stratton. He wants a phone number, how he can get in touch with you. Did you have a phone number where you can be reached?
I currently do not have a way to be contacted.
What about your father? Does he have a phone number?
I don't know it right now.
I will call down there and give him my phone number.
Okay, your attorney's gonna call down and talk to you, and
I'm sorry, I have a very small family, so I don't really have very good contact.
Okay, and you don't, is there anyone that has contact with you that know their phone number?
No, the only contact I have was Carissa, and I'm gonna have contact with her.
I would call down there.
Okay, he's gonna call and talk to you. This is another thing, makes me feel very ancient. I was talking about that this morning. Other than, young people don't want driver's license or care if they have a car, and I was all about getting a driver's license, all about having a car. They don't care about that. And I knew all my friends' phone numbers by heart, and our neighbors. And of course, I knew my parents' phone number. Nobody knows any phone numbers anymore. So, anyway, that is a little extraneous, non-useful information. Let's talk about pretrial day.
You will come back pretty quick on this, Johnny?
We can. Let's see what.
Maybe the 29th or after, not next week.
29th may be it. Okay, let me check.
Sorry, Ted.
We're looking for a date for your next hearing. And you have to come to the court in Chesapeake. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
Okay. The 22nd is probably better. Or you're not available?
I'm not available that day, Your Honor.
All right, 29th then.
Okay.
January 29th, so that's a week from next Monday, so, or 2 weeks from yesterday. Your next hearing at the court in Chesapeake, you're to be here at 10 a.m. Then are going to not guilty plea for you, and you can sign a $1,000 signature bond with an order to stay away from Carissa. So you're signing something saying you promise to come to court as you're ordered, and you're ordered to come January 29th, 10 a.m. Your lawyer's going to call down and talk to you. You want the court's phone?
Yeah. All right. When is the soonest I can do the court hearings?
January 29th.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Scragg, case number CRB 21-524, PRC 2715.
Same here.
Brandon Scragg was represented by Mr. Stratton, and this is an old case, that's why, I'm sure you don't remember. Mr. Stratton is in the courtroom, and you are Brandon Scragg?
Yes, Your Honor.
Case numbers are 21-524, 2715. Looks like there was a hearing October 4th of 21 on both of these cases. And it's alleged Mr. Scragg did not appear at that hearing. The warrant had been issued and has been outstanding about over 2 years now. So, you're reappointed, Mr. Stratton. Probably be a good idea to talk to Mr. Scragg while you're being called to jail for the other gentleman. And I'll have you back and decide then what we're going to do about bond and how we're going to go forward.
I believe this was a Walmart.
There's an ODI in there too.
May I say something?
Probably shouldn't.
Let me talk to you first. We don't recall the case.
Everything you say here is on the record and can be used against you. What you tell your lawyer is not on the record.
Yeah, we'll be back on the record in a moment, but let me talk to you first. All right, thank you.
Okay, that's it at the jail till we get the recall. So we'll come back to the jail later in the docket. So ready to start pre-trials.
State of Ohio versus Emily McCoy, case number TRD 193655.
Good morning. Mrs. McCoy is appearing by teleconference, and are you Roger Smith today?
I am, Your Honor. I believe he sent you a text message earlier. Asked if I could cover it.
Okay, she is...
Should be admitted Reeves.
Should be admitted Reeves. Are you admitted Reeves?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what's going on? I see someone on the screen also. Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize that gentleman. So how?
Yes, you're on.
Yes, go ahead.
So far she has been very compliant. She's taken, her own initiative with working on addressing her mental health, and a little bit of facing her addiction. But so far, she's been very compliant, following all treatment recommendations, and we have nice, consultations.
Okay, very good. And she's fairly new to Mended Reeds, because I think this happened right around the 1st of January, right? When you started at Mended Reeds?
The 29th of December.
Okay. So you want to just allow her to continue her treatment there, come back in approximately a month?
Yes, Your Honor. And, Roger said that he has any Friday in February.
Okay, the 16th, is exactly 1 month.
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if you could possibly consider helping me out some way. With the new ankle monitor restrictions, I'm not able to take my passes, and I can no longer continue to go to Bible study because of the curfew and such. My family's currently too sick to come and visit me. Stepmom's battling breast cancer, and my dad is getting surgery to remove the titanium plates from his ribs. And I was wondering if you could consider removing my ankle monitor or allowing me to go and visit them.
Well, I could consider it, and I have considered it, and I'm not going to, because you had some issues at Bethesda that caused a big problem, and you went to Mended Reeds as an alternative. So I think it's appropriate that you have the ankle monitor and some restriction on your liberties for now. I'll reconsider it in the future, but as of now, no, you need to stay with an ankle monitor. So it's denied, your request is denied. I'll keep the same, but keep working. Keep getting, the way this works is good behavior earns more liberties. Okay, so you're just getting started after you filed up at Bethesda. So show me that was a mistake and you recognize it as a mistake and it's not going to happen anymore. And then I'll reconsider lifting the ankle monitor. But at this point, you need to keep it on. February 16th is our next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Dolores E. Hill, case number CRB 23568, CRB 23536.
Dolores Hill is Tyler Smith's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's supposed to be a prestera.
She is. She's, unfortunately, she's called my office. Actually, all 3 of my cases today, they've all called and said that they're unable to make it to court today.
And prestera doesn't have any kind of teleconference?
I don't think she's in prestera. I think she's
outpatient.
She's outpatient. That's where her mental health and her medication. She's, I think, living with her family in West Virginia. They're either in West Virginia or Kentucky, the 3 clients I have today, so I don't have...
How do you want to proceed then?
I just asked maybe we continue till the 23rd of this month, if it's not too, I believe that's Friday.
I think 22nd, it would be the 22nd.
22nd, okay.
22nd is a Monday.
Maybe the 26th, let's see if we can do a Friday with these 3.
I think Judge Cremines is up to it. I mean, I've tried to keep it light, and it is pretty light.
I think it's sink or swim.
Okay, bring in.
Hopefully it's a good report, we don't have to...
All right, at your request, case is continued to January 26th for a pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Bob.
State of Ohio versus Stephen J. Febo, case number CRB 23700.
Mr. Sires case.
Your Honor, I'm anticipating a motion to amend by the state.
Your Honor, in reviewing this, the family relationship and the status of the alleged victim as a household or family member doesn't really meet that under the circumstances. But we do believe that we can rightfully charge menacing as opposed to the domestic violence. And we're willing to amend at this time, and I believe that it's Mr. Febo's intention then to plead guilty to the amended charge.
Yes, should the court grant the motion to amend, then Mr. Febo would enter a guilty plea to the amended charge.
Somehow I came out here without my phone, so also indicating I'm older. So I can't look up the statute number, so you have the statute number for menacing.
$2903.22.
2903.22.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's being amended to menacing, it's also a 4-3 misdemeanor. And to that amended charge, Mr. Febo, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you wish to. Usually Mr. Shire asks their clients not to, but if you wish, you can.
You can if you want. It's up to you.
No, at this point, no.
Is there a recommended sentence?
Your Honor, 10 days in jail suspended.
I'll read the affidavit. All right, I'll impose a $150 fine and court costs, 10 days in jail suspended. There's no contact order, protection order requested.
We are requesting a no contact order.
Okay, there'll be a no contact order to stay away from Jessica Marie Ferguson. 2 years of level 5 probation. It's non-reporting probation, except for you'll have a review hearing to make sure you pay your final costs. July 15th at 9 a.m. will be his review hearing. He's to see Mr. Major before he leaves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sign here, and then please don't leave until you get a copy of this back.
State of Ohio versus Regina L. Hudson. It's number CRB 23581, PRC 231382, A and B.
Cyrus case, pre-trial.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor, since we were here last, Ms. Hudson has provided me some medical records that I've provided to the state. We discussed the matter. I think we both agree that they may have some bearing on probable cause, but we're not necessarily at a meeting of the minds. Mr. Heald has suggested I go ahead and file a motion, which I'm going to do. I think we could just set this again for another pre-trial.
Pre-trial on the motion?
Yeah.
We have the motion filed.
I could probably get that. Let me take a look at my calendar here. I could file it by next Friday if I could.
And do you know what the real issues are?
Well, the issue is basically whether there was probable cause to administer the chemical test.
Okay. The probable cause for the arrest?
Right, for the arrest, yes.
And we've
I guess
spoken about the parameters of that, we're satisfied, we understand what he's trying to get at.
He said he understands what.
Okay, so, February 2nd's not bad for a pretrial date.
Let me take a look at my calendar. May.
You do not,
Okay, no, I'm available that day.
according to Mr. Stratton, you do not. And, well, now, I'm not gonna be here. I won't be here on the 2nd.
We've had discussions about that case, about resolving it.
So the 2nd's okay?
Second's okay with me, yeah. That'd be
February
fine.
2nd for pretrial on motion.
State of Ohio versus Angela Badgett, case number CRB 24-8.
There you go. I'll come out and talk to you.
This is Mr. Morford's case.
Mr. Morford.
Sorry, Judge, this is on the phone with Mr. Black.
Okay. Still need to do that, or?
No, I'm done. I just hung up.
This is a pretrial on Angela Badgett.
Yes, ma'am. That's why you got to be calling them like you do. She's a cripple, Mr. Hill. Judge, with your okay, I believe that she's going to agree to undergo an alcohol and other drug assessment and anger management counseling if indicated. And the state, I think, would be willing to dismiss after 90 days if there's no further problems, and she follows through with the recommendations of any providers.
Okay. Does she have a preferred provider to go to, or we may talk with anyone?
No, Judge, we'll take your referral.
How do you pay for medical services, man? Do you have insurance?
Yes.
Health insurance, or you have a medical card?
No, health insurance.
Health insurance? Believe it or not, that makes it harder.
Or no,
Just makes it harder if it's actually through employment, or how?
well, I don't work, I don't.
Is it through
My-
Medicaid, or?
Blue Cross Blue Shield. So.
Okay, well, that's good insurance, but it makes it harder to get this kind of care, not impossible. There's just fewer facilities that accept that as payment.
Is an OVP?
OVP probably would work.
Your Honor, is she wanting outpatient or inpatient services?
Outpatient. Can you do outpatient with Blue Cross Blue Shield?
I would have to double check. I know regardless, they do a sliding scale fee. But I have people that have Blue Cross Blue Shield that do outpatient. I'm just not really sure how they pay.
Okay. Well, let me give you some other options. I mean, if it's a regular health insurance plan, usually the more medically based facilities are the ones that can take that, like ODP, Valley Health in Huntington, perhaps ProAct. They're the ones that usually are able to accept health insurance. for payment. So, OVP, Valley Health, Proact. Valley Health and Proact are both in Huntington. So I want to make sure you understand. The state's willing to dismiss this if you go get an assessment and any treatment they recommend for you at the end of 90 days, and with the condition that there's no further problems during the process.
And Your Honor, I'd like to elaborate just a little bit on that. First of all, the 90 days is a goal, but if there's still more work to be done after 90 days, we would want it to go to completion, whatever it happens to be. Second of all, we'd like to come back sooner than that, much sooner than that, to find out what the assessments revealed and what the plan is.
All right.
Our goal is eventually a dismissal if there are no further problems, but we also want the payment of court costs at that time too.
Mr. Morgan.
That's fine.
February 16th then, a month, we'll come back in a month and see where she is.
February
16th. 16th, that's a Friday. And you have to tell them what's going on. You have to be honest about the situation, or otherwise, if they come back and say, well, we don't see that you need any assessment or treatment because you haven't told us there's a problem, then I'm not going to accept that. I mean, they need to have an honest view of the history why you're there. Any questions?
No, we're good, Judge. Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Brandon Stragg at the Lawrence County Jail. That's under CRB 21524, PRC 2715.
All right, Brandon Stragg is on a recall, and this is Mr. Stratton's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're just waiting on Mr. Stratton. He's here in the courtroom talking to the prosecutor.
Yes. Your Honor, he's already pled to that OVI and all the A, B, and C in that case, I believe, if I read the court's docket paperwork correctly. The case that we haven't dealt with is the theft case. Mr. Stragg had been in Lawrence County Recovery, and I believe has completed that. Is that correct, Mr. Stragg? Have you completed Lawrence County Recovery?
Yeah, I completed OVP, and then I went to Lawrence County Recovery on my own course after that.
Okay. So that's where he's been, and they helped him take care of a lot of his issues. Apparently this slipped through the cracks, but he would like to resolve this today. He would like to plead guilty to the theft, ask that he be given suspended time, and put back on probation, Your Honor.
Does he have an explanation for not coming back to court when he was ordered to?
Well, he does, Your Honor. He was on drugs. He completely forgot about these issues here at Lawrence Municipal Court. Lawrence County Recovery helped him take care of a lot of his other issues. This one, he just, at that time when he had these charges, he was on drugs real bad, and he just didn't recall that he had these.
So tell me, you were saying that he got treatment since the time these charges arose?
Yes, apparently with OVP, and then he's either completed or is still in Lawrence County Recovery. Which one is it?
Yes, I've actually, since those, I think I've been to OVP a few times, but I just recently left Lawrence County Recovery. I was finally ready. I was there for about 9 months. I was finally ready to get my own apartment and move on from there, but I was there for a total of 9 months, and I completed OVP multiple times.
And he has a full-time job, correct?
Yes. Yes, I do.
When were you arrested?
I believe it was Sunday morning.
Okay, I would like to have Mr. Stragg submit to a urine screening at the jail so we see what his current status is.
Okay, yes, Your Honor, and
we'll come back and I'll send him after I get that. So you're going to submit to a urine screen. I'll have you back on the screen. monitoring screen for a further hearing after I get the test results back.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Haley M. Blake, case number CRB 23760.
All right, so on Haley Blake, I did get a report. I believe this was from Ms. DeMint.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Blake did attend for an assessment at ODP outpatient. It was for a mental health assessment. She has not returned since that day. She had her assessment on the 29th. And as we know, she can't attend there for ADA treatment, but because she's in the methadone clinic, so they were going to have her to do mental health, but she has not returned since the 29th.
Do you have any response to that?
Yeah, I was there not too long ago. I established a therapy appointment, and I have one tomorrow. I go back because they put me on medication. I go back tomorrow to talk to the doctor about the medicine and start my counseling tomorrow.
Where?
OVP outpatient. I was there
There's several different facilities.
in Huntington on 20th Street.
Okay. Ms. DeMint, can you check on that and see if she says she's been back and has an appointment for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll double check, but I looked at her everything yesterday, and her last encounter was from the 29th, so let me go and double check that.
Okay. All right, Ms.
But I
Blake.
would also suggest that we give her a urine screen today, just to be sure, as she's not getting ADA counseling with ODP, it's just mental health.
Yes, that was going to be my next thing out of my mouth. I'm going to have her while we're waiting on you to get that report to go do urine screen.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Logan E. Roberts, case number TRC 23-1806, A and B. Logan Roberts.
Logan Roberts was set for a pretrial today. An OBI does not have an attorney of record. Well, I guess it does. There's a demand for discovery in here. It was filed by. It's asking for everything possible in the world that you could ever ask for, it looks like.
They all do these days.
It's 14 pages long.
Who's the
McCann? All right, have you heard from Mr. McCann?
Have not.
Okay, we'll have the clerk contact his office and find out what's going on.
State of Ohio versus Freddie Adkins, case number CRB 23-631, CRB 23-437.
Your Honor, Mr. Atkins is at KDMC this morning. He did text me over some paperwork showing that. I did share that with the prosecutor. We have 2 domestic violences, one set for a trial. The state has agreed, spoke to the victim and has agreed to do a 90-day dismissal if there's no problems in 90 days to dismiss both cases.
Okay, so the jury trial is off February 2nd.
Yes.
And Your Honor, just for the record, so the court knows what's going on, I spoke with Ms. Rieger, and she's retained Mr. DeLauder to represent her in a divorce, which has been filed, and we discussed the best course of action for her as far as what she really ultimately needs to do, and that is to effectuate the divorce. And so we're willing to do this on a 90-day continuance basis. The one thing that we do also want to make sure everybody understands is that the goal here is to get them followed through to a successful divorce. And if that lasts longer than 90 days, then we may want to continue it longer than 90 days.
So 90 days with one cost?
Yes.
One cost. And she's agreeable with this?
Yes.
All right, so the jury trial is continued from February 2nd. The next hearing in both cases will be April 15th. Be dismissed then with one cost if there's no further problems.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I will let him know.
State of Ohio versus Shannon L. Lewis, case number TRC 23427, A and B.
Your Honor, I don't think we have a resolution of this matter. We just asked it to be set for an in-person pretrial.
Is there this is 23427, is there, she's already been sentenced on this, is there another case?
Yeah.
This was an OBI, she was sentenced June 26th.
He can probably explain it there. I'm not sure.
And she was supposed to be in Star at the time she was sentenced, she was going to be in Star. But this
Shannon Lewis, if it's the same person as the male client.
Yeah, this is Shannon Lewis. Yeah, it's a different.
That's him.
That's him? Right here.
He completed Star.
Yeah, he did complete star.
He completed Star, now he's with Bethesda.
He may be needed, Your Honor, because he was trying to talk this now.
All right. Is this Mr. Lewis that's on teleconference? No, he's not hearing me.
Your Honor, he's going to call over there.
Okay. And it is Shannon Lewis, is that? All right. We'll recall it once we get communications going.
State of Ohio versus Jalen Forsythe, case number CRB 19583.
Yeah, that's right. So Mr. Stratton's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, this is an old case. I believe that it's a theft case. There is no video for the case, and I believe the state hasn't been able to track down the witnesses for this case either, considering that Walmart has huge turnover in that department. So I believe that the state is going to dismiss this today.
Is that correct, Mr. President? So 2019 shoplifting from Walmart, alleged.
That is correct, Your Honor. They don't even have the same people working there, and there is no video, and so we're not able to proceed.
All right. Matter will be dismissed due to the state cannot go forward with evidence.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Lewis, case number CRA 23764.
So what they're going to do is they're going to wait to dismiss the costs, just pay costs
So Mr. Stratton's case set as a pretrial.
Your Honor, this is a domestic violence. The state has agreed that if there's no problems for 90 days, that They'll agree to a dismissal with cost. I just ask that if costs are paid, he not even have to show up.
I'd like to give the court a little bit of background information on this.
Will you take care?
Yes, the audio is working now.
Yeah, I muted it from here.
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis has custody of his 15-year-old daughter, who's the alleged victim in this matter. The child's mother is Tammy Jefferson, and she and Mr. Lewis, I don't know if they were married or not, but they were. They were married, and they had, I guess, 2 children together, and one of them, Tommy Lynn, remained with her father when they divorced and the mother left and moved to Georgia. And she reports, Tammy Jefferson, the mother of the child, reports that since that time, that even though they had a kind of rough time before the divorce, that they've gotten along very well. She feels that he's a very good father, and she was actually present when this all happened. The mother was, and witnessed it all, and felt that a good portion of this was on the child for misbehaving, as oftentimes 15-year-old children do. The mother doesn't feel any fear of, and there's no protection order was ordered. Doesn't have any fear about her daughter being around Mr. Lewis. But what we would like to do is carry the case out for another 90 days, and if there aren't any further problems, then we would at that time move to dismiss with the payment of court costs.
Yes, Your Honor, and if he has court costs paid, then I ask that you not have to show up. That's okay.
Okay, that'll be permitted, so 90 days with cost, no appearance required, the costs are paid, there's no further problems. April 15 is the check-in date.
Cost is $130, Your Honor, I believe. Is that correct?
135, which is
$135.
So pay it by then, you don't have to appear. Okay.
Too much.
All right,
Appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brandon M. Rugazian. Case number TRC 23-1292, A, B, C, and D.
Your Honor, we just received discovery in this case. I have not been able to go over it with Brandon yet. So we'll just ask this be set for another pretrial.
Okay, now I made a note that there was going to be some decisions about whether there was going to be motions or...
There's not going to be any motions, I don't believe.
Okay.
We just need to go over the discovery. We could set that the week of the 29th. That's a good week. It's in between trials, so.
All right, January 29th, do the next hearing. Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Brandon Scragg at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 21524, PRC 2715.
See the results, or you have the results?
Okay.
Did you see the results, Mr. Sheriff?
Yes, he just showed me.
Looks like we still have more work to do.
Your Honor, I ask that he be allowed to be assessed for outpatient and be allowed to do that. And then maybe set it for sentencing based upon that relatively soon to make sure he comes back.
I don't know if he's appropriate for outpatient or not. If I had him assessed. What's your medical pay source, Mr. Scragg?
I have insurance. I was actually intending on going back to ProAct in Huntington, West Virginia for my outpatient since I was no longer at Lawrence County. But I've never got a chance to go back there.
What kind of medical card do you have?
It was Ohio Medical Source, Medicaid, so I'd have to switch back to West Virginia. I believe it was Blue Cross.
Well, I have nothing, I mean, I've got his say-so that he went to counseling and completed it, but his urine screen says different.
Yeah.
So I'm not willing at this point, I would have to be convinced of outpatient, and we're probably looking at an ankle monitor. We're likely to say he needs inpatient, but he needs to have an assessment. So at this point, since he hasn't appeared in the past, I'm going to set his bond at $2,500, cash or surety.
Okay.
Put the burden on him to get an assessment and come back with some sort of plan with a legitimate treatment provider. Set his next hearing for Friday. Are you here the 19th?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Set it for the 19th. I don't know if, there's not a lot of providers here today, but if somebody wants to talk with him and get a plan together. He's tested positive today after being in jail since Sunday for buprenorphine, benzodiazepines, cocaine, and alcohol.
I do have my prescription for the buprenorphine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the buprenorphine. I'm worried about the other stuff.
I understand. Now, I honestly don't know how the benzo got there that I did drink. And
So, Your Honor, we do have somebody that's going to contact him and be assessed, and then we'll have the results of that by Friday.
Okay. Someone's going to be contacting you about an assessment.
We'll finish it at the jail.
That finishes up at the jail.
State of Ohio recalls Shannon Lewis. Case number TRC 2427 A and B.
Yeah.
I think what this is he has to sign a paper to have like a breathalyzer installed in his car,
Okay.
and that's what his hearing is about.
Yeah, it's set for a motion hearing, Your Honor. That we put it
Shannon
over.
Lewis.
Yeah, we sent it over.
All right, Mr. Lewis, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can hear you. What is, I don't see a motion in the file. Is there a motion?
No, Your Honor, there's not a motion. Just check my notes real quick on that.
See, this was the regular review hearing date. The last was here December 1st.
Yeah, Your Honor, there was, he already pled to the OBI.
He's already been sentenced.
He's already been sentenced.
Got all the community service hours done, but 12 hours of food pantry.
Oh, it looks like he's asking for some sort of driving privileges, is what I've given him note.
All right.
Yeah, I was needing the paper, you to fill out a paper so I can get the breathalyzer put in my car. They said that the judge had to write the paper and stating that I'm required to have for my work permit.
Yeah, well, this is actually a second offense. So in order to get driving privileges, he has to have restricted plates on the vehicle and ignition interlock.
Yeah, in order to get the interlock, they said, I had to have a paper from you stating that I'm required. The paper that I had got in the mail wasn't good. Once I get that, he said they want to have it installed in my car.
Okay, who have you been talking to about it?
Fuel, through the interlock, Fuel West.
I don't know who that is.
Where is that located?
I've been emailing.
here. Yeah, field list, is through DST, Hopworth Place, Aurora Drive, but he said I had to send him, a picture of the VIN number, then I gotta send him a picture of the tag of the car, and I gotta have the paper to email him that, you write up stating that I'm required to have it put in my car, and then he's the one who makes the appointment. And I think the car does a whole lot of modes enforcement to have it installed.
Okay, well, I don't think I did order that. I did not order that you could have driving privileges, so I don't think it came up before.
It did not, John.
I asked about it last time, and you said that, to get a hold of the interlock people and see about it. And that's what I did, that's why I've been there trying to get that paper through.
Okay, you're also required to have, is this your vehicle that you're going to be placing in?
Yeah.
You're required to have special plates also.
Yeah, I'll get those. And the SR's 22 miles insurance.
All right, so if you want to draft an entry saying, upon his obtaining special plates is required for a second offense OVI, showing proof of insurance and having condition interlock, then I'll prove him having driving privileges.
Yeah.
For driving to and from employment, to and from treatment, to and from court. What else do you need driving privileges for?
That's really it. Maybe doctor's one.
All right, draw up an entry and I'll take a look at it. All right, so your lawyer's going to draft an entry, Mr. Lewis. And then we need to set another review hearing for you.
Is there a specific name on those plates, Your Honor? What did you?
It's called, I mean, you can look at it, it's called special plates. I don't know.
Just special plates.
In the cheat sheet here. It's called special plates under, it doesn't give me a reference.
It's okay, I can look that up, Your Honor. Take care of that.
Okay. All right, I'll set your next hearing. And are you at home or where are you?
He's in our
No,
sober.
I'm at
Except with this.
the sober living house.
He's in our sober living
Okay.
facility. He's compliant with treatment as well.
He's compliant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's make it, February 26th will be your next hearing for review.
All right. Will that be any way you can send that paper to Jeremy, that way I can email it to the field?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
And I got all the community service hours of the Iron Food Pantry done. I was gonna get the paper yesterday, or Monday, break. We got snowed in and dates, so all the 12 hours.
Okay, just get that submitted to the probation.
All right.
I'll go get it.
State of Ohio versus Haley and Blake on a recall, case number CRB 23760.
Your Honor, I did confirm that she does have a scheduled appointment for tomorrow.
Okay. She's still testing positive for fentanyl, marijuana, and methadone.
That's not good. So we did agree at her last court hearing, Your Honor, that if she tested positive today, she would be going to inpatient.
It's a false positive. I have not used. I took a drug screen at my clinic on Friday, and when I get the results back, can I bring those in?
You took it at OVP?
No, at my clinic.
At the Methodist clinic.
Yeah, I don't believe much of what they tell me. Can we get a screen from OVP? Ms. DeMint?
They haven't screened her yet because she's just doing mental health over there, but I can see if they can.
I have an appointment tomorrow at 10:30 and 11 at OVP on 20th Street.
Okay, I'm gonna set your next hearing for the 22nd. So I want you back here next Monday, and I want the results from OVP. How long would it take to get a screen from OVP?
Well, they'll do the screen tomorrow and then they have to send it off and it can take up to a week to come back.
Okay, I'm gonna make it for the 26th then. We'll give Judge Means. I'll talk to him about this. So you're gonna be back here a week from Friday. Go to your appointment tomorrow, do the screen. You know, here's the thing. I know you don't wanna go inpatient, but if you really are doing fentanyl, you're at risk.
Right, and I'm really not. I'm really, I know you hear that a lot, but I have too much to lose. I'm not doing it, like, I don't want it.
We'll see you back. Well, here's the thing. If you're taking any drugs off the street, you don't know what you're getting.
Right, and that's why I got my kids. I need to be there for them.
January 26th is your next hearing.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Kyle Akers, case number TRC 222527 A and B. Kyle Akers was set for a bond forfeiture.
This is the one that went to Megs, I believe. And I think Mr. Sowers texted me something. Let me check my text.
Okay. I think that's prices on that. That's good enough.
Special yellow license plates.
Well,
That's okay.
I don't know how else to explain it. This was the Meigs County case where he never turned himself into Meigs County.
Yeah, but I think did he turn himself into Meigs County or no? He did
not. We were here on December 26th and the state contacted Meigs and he was not there.
Okay.
And he still had a warrant by their docket.
So I need to release the hounds. Or hound.
Hound.
He has some help now.
Oh.
His sons. So I'll issue a warrant for Kyle Akers. This is actually set for bond forfeiture today. All right, I texted Mr. Sowers and asked him for a response. So I'll recall later. Is there anything else? You did? Okay, Mr. Sowers says he's in Gallatin County Jail, 4 Megs. Can we check on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Chastity Seckman, case number CRA 23688, CRB 23689.
Chastity Seckman was, I think, is that one that was supposed to go to ODP also?
I believe so, Your Honor, she was at OVP. Might have
And
been.
she,
Yes.
okay, that's Ms. Dement. Go ahead.
Yeah, she is, or was at OVP outpatient. However, the last appointment she attended on the 29th was her last appointment. She hasn't attended since, and she was witnessed altering her urine drug drug screening, so they had asked her to do another one, and she got upset and left and hasn't returned since.
Well, she has a bond up, and she also has a felony 5 possession, so the state's got lots of options. What do you want to do on her?
Well, she also pled guilty to the theft, and she hasn't been sentenced on that.
Right, delayed sentencing.
So what we would like to do is just have the court issue a felony warrant and have her come back here.
Your Honor, I did speak with her. She's in, I believe in Kentucky. Her grandmother passed away. She didn't have a ride back, but if I can probably get her back in, if we could set that for the 26th as well. Because I think the funeral for her grandmother is next Monday, and I don't think I can get her in before then. If that's okay, that way we don't have to worry about a warrant. I'll tell her to come back. At that point, she doesn't show on the 26th, then I'd ask for a warrant to be issued at that point.
Mr. Hill?
Well, that would mean I'd have to fill out one of these continuance entries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'll be glad to sign it.
Once you fill it out.
I thought he was going to say he's going to fill it out.
Oh, I'll fill it out, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll continue at defendant's request for a dead grandmother. We get a lot of dead grandmothers around here.
Counsel wants to know if...
I'm not saying it didn't happen, it can happen, but it seems like they die a lot when people don't show up. So continue to the 26th. Okay, January 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Tony Walters, case number CRA 23-466, CRB 23-467 A and B, CRB 23-54. Tony Walters.
Your Honor, Ms. Walters also called my office, and I believe she called the courthouse here as well. She tends to call a lot, but she is stuck in Lincoln County.
Probably got a little snow down here too.
Yeah, my daughter's actually stuck down in North Carolina. She was trying to come back and canceled school today, so she's waiting to come back. So I think it's pretty bad. Beckley area, southern West Virginia as well.
Who is this?
Tony Walters. She had COVID last time.
Yes, she's the one that's cleaning up that property. I'd ask to continue this to 26th if there's no objection from the state.
She might have got her check in her hand.
She's already pled to the reduced charge of littering.
Yes.
She has the obstructing and aggravated menacing pending. Where is she? Lincoln County? Is that what you said?
She's probably there.
It's hard enough to get out of Lincoln County on a good day.
So I take it that means you're agreed to a continuance?
Reluctantly.
January 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Kyle Akers, case number TRC 22-25-27 A and B. Your Honor, he is in the County Jail 4 in Meigs County.
Okay, so we can he has a case here too, though.
Your Honor, I believe I put something maybe in his file this morning.
He had a Rule 4 and he has an OVI here.
Yes, I have the file.
So do we confirm that he was in Gallia County?
He is in Gallia County, for Meigs County.
For Meigs County.
Meigs had a warrant on him. I think that was a felony, it was a felony case, I believe, in Meigs County. But he does have an OVI pending here from October of 2022.
So since we know where he's at, what do you?
Let's see.
Come on, please. He's on for a bond for a future. He's in Gallia County.
He's still, the bond says Rule 4 and OVI, so I think he's still, Mr. Sauer, and it was a $5,000 bond. So I think he's still on the hook.
So if he's in for Meigs County, he's done what we wanted him to do.
Yeah, well, was there some agreement that you were going to dismiss the OVI or what, or still want to go forward with it?
Well, honestly, I don't have that file out.
There wasn't any agreement to that, Your Honor. He was just supposed to go and take care of his Meigs County stuff and then come back here.
Well, see, let's look at the history of it. He was arraigned October 14th, 2022. He failed to appear. Apparently, he did appear November 4th for a pretrial. Then he failed to appear December 2nd. Warrant was issued. He got arrested June of this year for failure to appear. Then he had a pretrial for July 14th of this year, at which he failed to appear. Then he had, looks like he did appear in September the 8th. He got arrested November 27th on a warrant, and he posted a bond of $5,000 then.
Yeah, he
He
was.
pled guilty December the 8th to the OVI. He waived sentencing until December 26th, which he did not appear.
Right. And he was not in Meigs County at that
He
time.
was not in Meigs County then.
Right.
Because he had promised before, oh, I'm gonna go up there, take care of it, then I'll come back for the sentencing. So, we still need to keep the warrant out and yeah.
Keep the warrant active and he'll eventually make his way back here.
But tell Mr. Sauer, sorry, you're still on the hook.
So this date needs to be changed, because hopefully today's not February 2nd. It's supposed to be today's date. And if we can write here, defendant has time constraints. She can't get over that girl.
So we'll keep that warrant active.
Yes.
And I'll change the bond forfeiture hearing for another month, February 16th.
Say February 16th.
February 16th.
Okay. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Christy L. Jordan, case number CRA 23549, CRB 23551.
Christy Jordan is Mr. Steyer's case. It's set for preliminary hearing today.
Your Honor, Ms. Jordan is appearing by video. Where are you located now?
I'm in Cincinnati at the Onyx program.
Okay. She has a case in Collin Police Court. It went through the other municipal court and went to the grand jury. She's been indicted. You have court tomorrow, I believe?
They continued it
of the weather. I got a call this morning from them, they said it was continued because of the weather.
Did they give you a new date?
No, they said that they would call me with a new court date.
Hang on just a second.
Who's your attorney in your common pleas case?
Butch is.
Okay.
You've got Christy Jordan in common pleas. Do you know when it got continued?
I don't know.
My intention today was to continue this out, Your Honor, past, I was going to say for a week or two, just because she was going into common pleas court. Now that I don't know exactly when she's going, I don't know exactly how far to continue it out, and kind of figure out where things are in common pleas and then what the best path going forward for us here is.
Or nollie it to the grand jury.
And we discussed that, and I, you know, ultimately, the fact that she's already in common pleas on the same kind of charges, I don't know ultimately if it's going to make any difference in common pleas court, whether these new charges join them or not, but Mr. Steyer, I think, has some misgivings about doing that until we actually know, and the main thing we want her to do is be successful in treatment.
Sure. Shouldn't the judge down there know that she had this case here?
I would think so.
Oh, no, the judge knows she has the case. The just question is whether, we're on the record, I'm gonna, I think she'd be better served here than in common pleas court on another charge, but I understand judicial economy is an issue as well. So, I mean, my preference is always to keep people out of common pleas.
But she's already there.
If we can. Well, I recognize that.
And another thing also is that as long as she is following through with the treatment and in common pleas, a court has control over the situation. And it's not our intention to do anything to heap more on top of what she's already got, because these charges are basically the same thing. So if we nollied it, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to be presenting it to the grand jury, and of course Mr. Steyer can have some control over that.
Our common pleas date, Judge, is the 24th this month.
Well, I'm open to, I mean, if you want to keep it here, that's okay with me. It seems to me it makes more sense since she's already in common pleas to put it all together before one judge, but whatever the state wants to do. If you want to keep it here, that's okay. It just means two courts are trapping her, and I don't see why there should be two courts.
If you want us to do one more time?
If that's the court's preference and the state, obviously the state's decision what to do in terms of this, I mean, I've made my point, but I've made my position clear. I understand the court's position. I understand the state's position. That's all I can really say at this point. So I don't think it would hurt to do one more, but if the state's leaning toward not keeping the case here, I also don't know that it's worth interrupting her treatment to have her come, pop up on the video again, just to push it down the road 2 weeks. So I'll just leave it. I'm not leaving the decision to Mr. Hill. It's Mr. Hill's decision.
Agreed. How do you want to proceed?
We'll nolly it, Your Honor, and Mr. Steyer, he knows who to talk to at the prosecutor's office about how this thing goes from our perspective from here forward.
Right. I'll speak to him.
All right. Okay. Your case here is dismissed to common pleas, so whatever happens after that is up to the prosecutor and Mr. Morford and the court, so.
What do you mean it's dismissed? Like, I'm confused.
You have a felony pending here, and we have a program, we have a sort of an informal program where we keep felonies pending here, let people seek treatment, and then if they do well in treatment, avoid ever having their case go to the common pleas court, which is the felony court. Your other case, which I wasn't your attorney on and which didn't come out of this court, has already gone to common pleas. That's why you're going, now it's going to be the 24th. I don't know if you heard Mr. Morford say that. And since you have a case there already that's basically the same sort of case we have here, there's reasons to simplify things by just having one court deal with you. So they're going to dismiss the charge here. They have the right to then take it to the grand jury is one option. If the grand jury indicts you, it would get basically fed into your other case. Another option would be they might do what's called a bill of information where you bypass the grand jury and just go on in, and then the other option is they might say, well, we've already got something going with her, let's just let this one rest. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Those decisions aren't made by me, they're made by the prosecutor, but you're done with this court, is what it comes down to. Your case completely belongs in common pleas at this point, and Mr. Morford's your attorney. Once this case is dismissed, I'm no longer your attorney.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan Jones, case number CRA 23679, case number CRB 22686, and CRA 22685.
Mr. Jones is at Mended Reeds. He's doing outpatient treatment. I don't know if they have anyone here today. They don't.
Callie said they usually don't, they send something they send some, they don't usually come.
Okay, so I don't know if a report's been received. I'm sorry.
I have not received it.
So we haven't received a report.
I know Callie
I
had a
have a
problem.
report dated December the 8th from Mended Reeds.
Well, right. Yeah, I have that from the last time we were here.
He started here, he'd only been there 2 days when I got this report.
Right.
Yeah, Callie, she said she's been busy with the holidays, but I seen her last week or week before last. I was in the hospital for my heart failure stuff again. I've been there twice since last time I saw you, I think. And then of course, my surgery for hernia. But
Now, there is a judgment entry November 27th that says defendant is to stay at RRS.
We dealt with that last time we were here, Your Honor. Between the November 27th and the December 8th,
yeah,
that transition took place.
yeah, it was, I was in the
Last time he
hospital.
was here was November, well,
It was December the 12th.
December 11th, it looks like.
And then,
I'm not certain why we don't have a report.
I know she's new. I know she's new, sorry.
I can attempt to contact Charlie Dempsey. She's the court liaison, I believe, overall. I usually get information from her fairly quickly. I wasn't aware they hadn't sent a report.
We do not have an updated report, Your Honor.
Yeah, let's try to get a report. In the meantime, I'd like for him to do a screen here.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just going out.
Yeah, everything would be gone.
State of Ohio versus Devin Stapleton, case number CRV 23494 A and B, CRA 23491. Devin Stapleton.
Stapleton.
It's Mr. Steyer's case.
You said the 26th? The second, I'm sorry. I think you were a different situation. Your Honor, we've filed in this case a motion for competency. Competency's been evaluated and has been found not to be competent to assist in his defense. However, at the same time, what organization is actually filed first? Is it the?
Divine.
Is your organization that is
Divine
filed?
Residential Living.
What's it called?
Divine Residential Living.
Okay, Divine Residential Living has filed for guardianship of Mr. Stapleton, and my understanding is Mr. Stapleton is agreeing to that, but there's still going to be a hearing. That hearing is set for the 2nd of February. Discussed with Mr. Heald the possibility, and this is that due to the incompetency ruling and the fact that there's going to be a we expect to have a guardianship in place shortly, that what we would do would be at least to come back one more time following that so we can say, hey, look, guardianship has been dealt with. And at that point, we can basically reassess whether we want to go forward with the case and proceed on the finding of incompetence.
It would probably be Nolly then, wouldn't it?
That would be my expectation, but I'm obviously not the one making that decision.
We just want to follow through and get the guardianship
Right.
established.
So the 2nd is when we expect that hearing to be held. I'd ask to come back sometime soon after that.
About the 9th, February 9th.
Let me make sure. There's a couple of weeks in February I may have trials. No, I'm actually here that day, so
Okay.
I think I had a trial scheduled that day, but it went out.
Case is continued to February 9th. For all matters on the docket for this case.
Thank you. So, did you get the date? Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Kim Sattel, case number CRA 23774 A and B. Kim Sattel, Mr. Morgan's case.
You didn't have to sign anything.
Okay, and this was another one that was at OVP, and I think I have a report on that. Yes. I'm writing to inform you that Kimberly Sattel, date of birth 2987, was admitted to OVP for gaining assistance, managing her substance use disorder, December 29th. She was admitted into detox and struggled to remain in the program, went to extensive measures make her more comfortable, explaining the consequences of leaving while under court order, which is a daily struggle. She tried to find reasons and ways to leave the program. She was unable to accept that she had to complete the program on the day of January 4th. She decided to leave the program against medical advice. She has a Huntington address. How the state want to proceed. And she has no R bond, no surety on her bond.
Knowledge to the grand jury.
Her case will be knowledge to the grand jury, both the A and B.
State of Ohio recalls Jonathan Jones, case number CRA 22686, CRA 22685, CRA 23679.
Okay, he had a good screen, so I'll accept his change, and we just need to do a report.
I just got off the phone with Ms. Dempsey. She said she was working on getting a report over here.
Okay, let's just set another hearing. He's been active since November. He had a good screen last month too, so we can go more than a month this time. Why don't we make it around February 26th or March 1st? What's good for you, Mr. Stein?
Is Monday or Friday better for you? Does that matter?
Friday, probably.
If Friday's better, then I would ask for March 1st, Your Honor.
March 1st will be the next hearing. 10 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Logan Roberts, case number TRC 231806, A and B.
Okay, this is Mr. McCown asking for a continuance on Logan Roberts to February 12th.
Your Honor, I didn't sign it because I felt like it needed to have a time waiver on there, and I believe the circumstances would be such that it acts as a time waiver just by the fact that there was not an appearance.
I'll add it to the, was Mr. Roberts was not here either, right?
Right.
Okay.
February 2nd, so today's date.
Oh, yeah, also the motion also says that it was scheduled for February 2nd, and I believe it was actually scheduled for today.
Yeah, it's on, looks like it's today. All right, I added to the entry continuing to February the 12th, the language that the time constraints are waived for that time frame. And for the record, the defendant was not present, nor was his counsel today, so I think that acts as a waiver also. Yes.
State of Ohio versus Sean White, case number CRB 20488 and CRB 06471A. Sean White.
And he has a bond up. Sean White has been called for, has not appeared.
That's one that got smeared.
I'll notify Mr. Sowers.
Bruce made full surgery.
Where's he at?
He's over in Ashland. He has teeth cleaned.
Ashley. Because they put him asleep, don't they?
Yeah, that always worries me.
Yeah. Well, he'll be glad to see you. He'll be all drugged up.
Oh, he'll be. It's like he's been run over by a bus.
Oh, aren't you? Probably wears them.
And I think they put tape on his face and stuff, and it's always like he's got spit on his face.
He's traumatized.
And he does this for about 24 hours a day. You know that.
So I'll set it to February 16th for wrongful.
Yes.
Make sure you get an extra treat later when you can actually eat.
So it should be a benchmark
The thing
today.
about it is that if I don't do that,
Oh, you have to.
he won't live.
He's like, well, listen here,
He knew what was going on. We got over there and he started shaking.
Court's adjourned.
This is your baby. So you'll go take him out
I'm going to pick him up at 2.